Hello, and thank you for joining us here on Bottom One's Real Talk, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I am your host, Chandelier. To my right is Jay Lee, and to my left is Miss Jones. Our topic tonight is... Wow, should we give it to Miss Jones?
Why not?
What?
Topic tonight. If you are a guy and you are in a relationship, but for some reason you're thinking about another man, does that necessarily make you gay?
Because you could be on a diet, right? This was the scenario that was told to me. You could be on a diet, right? And you could think about eating a piece of chicken, but you're not cheating unless you eat that chicken, right? Right? I mean, are you cheating on your diet unless you eat that fried piece of chicken that you want? You're really not cheating. So what does it do if you're just thinking about eating this piece of chicken, but you didn't do it? So you're thinking about this guy, but you ain't do it. So does it make you gay?
Or you haven't done it yet? You said yes, Miss J. Lee.
You say yes?
No, J. Lee said yes.
Okay. Oh. We got Mike in the building and
all right.
All right, you guys. What do y'all think about this nonsense? Because I think it's nonsense. Do you think that make you gay?
But it's not nonsense.
Thinking about it, you're not doing it. You're
just curious.
You're just thinking about it. It's on your mind. You in a relationship. You're with your woman, and while you having sex with her, you're thinking about. Oh, should I not say that? You looking at me?
It could
while
be.
you're having sex with her, you're thinking about a man, but you never acted. You never did it. But it's a thought. What do? Does it make you gay? Viewers, does it make you gay? Anybody? Does it make you gay? 3 men in the building, Andre's in the building.
Well, how does it make you gay?
How does it make you gay? You didn't do it. You're thinking about it, but you didn't do it.
Curiosity with being with another man, that's gay. Ain't nothing good about it, period.
But
if you thinking about it, to me, in my opinion, I think it's gay.
If you thought about another female in that manner.
And then,
would that make you gay?
Yes.
Would that make you gay?
Yes.
How could that make you gay?
Because you didn't do it. You ain't with that female.
Okay. All right. That's you being curious. Then let me ask y'all this: if you act on
like
your curiosity, are you gay?
Or if you act on it, then sure, you're gay because you did the act. But this person is not acting on it.
I'm not going to necessarily. I can't necessarily say if you act upon it, it makes you gay. For the simple reason, we are humans. Many characteristics. Okay? So, everybody is different. Everybody has their own fetish or fetishes. Take your pick. Whether they be sane or
insane. But you're putting energy into thinking about that man.
That's gay. Like, that's just like a threesome with two dudes. Like, you're gay if you rolling with that. Like, I'm not trying to buy that.
But you didn't do it. You're just thinking about it.
Like, if your homeboy came with you, like, yo, let's have a threesome with this girl. We're going to go in the same spot at the same time. That is gay. Like, you can gangbang her and let it ride. Like, both of y'all take turns, but y'all can't be in it at the same time. That's just gay. Like,
me personally, if you thinking about it, that you curious, you gonna react on it, that's gay.
Yeah. You didn't react on it though.
That's still gay because if you hear a guy,
it's only gay to me if you react on it. If you didn't do it,
right? But if you hear a guy say, "Man, I don't know, I'm thinking about having sex with another guy," I'm just curious about it. You're gonna be looking like, okay, he's soft and he's gay. Like,
right? You heard your man say that.
He's thinking no. But suppose he's telling you he ain't saying he's curious. He's just saying it's a thought. It's
so
on my mind.
He curious off his neck.
So
I think about being with.
But how does that make you gay?
Like,
how does it make you gay?
This is the example I gave. Excuse me, ladies. The example I gave was this: if you're on a diet and you're not supposed to eat cheeseburgers, but you're thinking about one, but you didn't eat it, you're not messing up on your diet because you didn't eat it.
No, but you think about it, you fat because you're thinking about a cheeseburger.
So you gotta ask yourself this question. You come in the house, your husband is on the phone with his guy friend, and he's talking about he think he want to sleep with another man. How would you react coming in hearing that?
Oh, I wouldn't like it. I would be done because I would have no respect for him after
But
that.
he ain't do it though. He
But he
He ain't gotta do it. The thought of him thinking it. The thought of him thinking
he
it.
ain't gay, right?
You know, the thought of him thinking it will piss me the fuck off.
He ain't gay.
Because every time we get mad, he be all kind of faggy motherfuckers to me.
Oh, so he gay then? That's what we
Faggy
saying. That's what we
motherfucker. Look
saying.
at you,
He's
want
gay.
a dick.
Right. You know what I mean?
You know, he be all kind of faggy.
You know what I mean?
So it wouldn't work.
I don't know. Like to me, I take it like the laws, man. If you go to a place and with the intentions on robbing it, and then after you pull out the gun, you back off, you still going to jail for robbery. So it will pose the same way, right?
Right. It is.
Yeah.
It makes sense, but
Mike, you look quiet.
He done.
We ain't really with the gay conversations. You know?
but it's okay.
It's not a gay. It's not a gay conversation. It's a question. It's a question.
You know what I mean?
It's a
It's
question.
making me itch. You know what I mean? I'm itching, man. You know.
It's
Say about
making you
white
itch.
sex, you know, you my mother and everything.
It's making you itch.
Making me itch.
This is man.
You know what I mean? Two ashy men together, like that's just making me itch right there. You know what I mean?
But it's like it happens, and
This
this
is the-
down low
this is-
thing is
this-
amazing.
this
But at
is
the end
the
of the
form of
day,
life.
what is it when it's just a thought? You know, it's just a thought. It's not a reaction.
I don't know.
That person didn't do it, but he's thinking about it.
That's the devil gave Eve a thought.
She's thinking about it.
She went with it.
Well, it's the thought that count. You know what I mean? Thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Like
It's crazy.
the devil told Eve, like, look, go ahead and get that apple. It ain't gonna hurt. Put it in her head, but she still got it. Like eventually, it's gonna happen. Like you start thinking
I
about
mean,
it.
I feel like eventually it would happen too. If a person is going, if it's a thought, you know, if it's that deep, eventually it will happen. But until it happens,
But you just
it's
said
not. It's not. It doesn't make them gay.
no,
Because
but
they
you
didn't do
said-
it.
If you said your man came to you and was like, you know what, like I was thinking about this other dude, you would call him all types of faggot motherfucker, right?
Because you're thinking about it.
But that's what I'm saying. So isn't it like a contradiction?
So he wouldn't be gay, but I still would feel like you ain't shit.
So you lose more respect for
You ain't shit. I can't even respect
So would you rather respect somebody to tell you and then go do it than somebody just telling you that they had the idea of it and didn't go act upon it?
I don't respect none of it. The idea, the telling me, the thought, just please leave me the fuck alone if you're gay. Please. Gosh, man, I don't like none of it, me personally. It's disturbing. But we all do have our little fantasies, as Miss Jones was saying.
We all have fetishes, you know, but that is 6 in one, half a dozen in the other.
Right.
No.
My fans ain't nothing like that.
You know.
Far from that.
You probably wouldn't tell us.
Nothing like that.
You probably wouldn't tell us your
I probably
fetishes.
wouldn't tell- man, it's too much of I can't even say it, you know what I mean, because you're my mother and everything.
Right.
I
So
told
it's too
my
much of
mother
that out
everything.
there to just, you know me. No.
To be thinking over.
Just
of
you
a
thinking
man.
about something like that. That's crazy.
But everybody has their own thoughts and feelings.
Me personally, and you know, these guys right here, whatever, they probably think different of it. Me personally, I don't even like gay girls. You know, and they probably think different of it because, you know, some guys, they, you know what I mean, they it's attractive and stuff like that, whatever. But I only like a gay girl.
Like
She
gay-
wasn't my girl.
They got
For 2
gay
years
girls.
straight, I swear to goodness, I was on my mission to have 2 females. Because I'm going to tell you why. I kicked it to them like this, and they bought it. Like, I kicked it to them like this. Like, listen, if we had 2 girls, I'd never win an argument. You'll always have somebody that you can relate to, and the bills be cut in half. Like, she looked at me like, yo.
That's deep.
She was like, yo, she's like, I feel it. Like, you see what I'm saying?
That's deep. You know
Like,
what I mean?
man, as long as you come, I'm telling you, people will take anything as long as you come at them in the right way. Cause first Shorty was like, I can't shave, you know. But then after a while, she like, I keep losing all these arguments, you know what I mean? I keep having to kick out $200 for these shoes. Maybe if I had somebody else here, I would only have to kick out $100.
You about to use that to your advantage.
I sure would have. I'm telling you, I was late for this.
Only thing is
system.
messed up if a sister come to you in a different way saying that she wanted another guy and it'd be 2 guys.
Yeah, like that's but it's more.
How would that work?
It's more acceptable for females to be gay than it is men. How many people? How many live action.
That's the truth. It is more acceptable, but it shouldn't be no different.
Well, that's through society or just through
And
guys
everybody's supposed to be
itself.
acceptable because women's supposed to have like the soft tissue and we supposed to
And
have
they
the muscle
sexy.
and stuff like that. You know what I
You
mean?
don't want to see no man touching another man. Like that shit make me throw up. Like real up. That just like it's a double standard, but I mean you can't really do too much about it. Would you want to see two men together, like getting it in?
Just plugging
You know what I noticed though? I used to think it was really, really ill. But one night I sat up and watched this show. And I never seen guys act so much like a woman. And this guy was like a little girl, like a bitch. Like really, really like a bitch. And I could see it happening when the man acts feminine. Like that. Now I can't see two masculine thug niggas talking about something bent over now. But the way he was like a little chick bouncing around and his butt was just as fat as mine and hair was real long. He's like, who's up Tony? And I'm like, oh, I can see this. I can see how two men can connect.
Good choice of words. Good choice of words.
Let's say that, connect. You know, yeah. And I never understood that at first. It felt like, nah, how can two men, hard men, how would they make it to that point? Like, come here, baby. You know, like, what do they do? You know, like, what do they do? But then when I watched that show, it was clear to me what they done. It was clear.
Like she was traumatized.
It was clear to me. I was like, wow. So he's like a girl.
But, you know, they have feelings just like
one of them stay like the guy, and one of them be like the faggy, you know. But what kills me is even with the women, when you got the thug kind of woman who has no feminine, which she's just not like a dude.
I don't get that. That go buy a strap on it and have sex with her. Like what's the point? Like what's the point? Like
you might as well get a dude.
Yeah.
If you ask me, if you want to sit there and get a woman that looks like a dude anyway.
And that's gonna dildo, you might be like,
But I understand them too. Let me tell you what I understand. It's a lot of big, ugly looking women in this world. And I don't, you know, we all beautiful, but it's some that's not so beautiful. And they probably won't get a man real easy. I like precious kind of chicks. Oh yeah, that precious kind of chick.
Precious got a man though. I mean, he might be
she's
using it
making
for
some money. Right, she's making some money. But anyway, that kind of chick that ain't got shit. She had a hard time finding a guy. Maybe I can see her leaning to that because she feel like she need love, and this one lady gives her love.
I mean, I can understand that.
You know what I'm saying?
But
so it's like she already knows she ain't gonna be attracted to a guy because nobody want a guy want like a gorilla.
But for every
you know, so he don't want her. So then, boom, she meet this girl that gives her this attention that she never got from a guy. And the parents, when they met her, they looked at her and didn't give her much attention.
It's fucked up, like, it's straight like, that's my daughter.
The parents looked at her and they like, damn.
She got a nice outfit on.
They didn't give her much attention.
They really don't know if that's true or
I'm
not.
just saying, you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
People.
They looked at her. The father didn't like the way she looked. The mother thought she was ugly. She didn't get a lot of attention as a kid. Now she's growing up. The kids picking with her. She didn't get much love. And this one girl, somebody out there know what I'm talking about, give her that love. You see what I'm saying? And then she instantly like, oh, here's what I never had.
Oh, they ain't never met me. I'm the like when we run together, like me, him, and our other homeboys. Like they used to call me to take the one for the team, cause it'd be it'd be like 4 of us, 4 of them. But it's always that one that want to go home. That one that you was just talking about. It's always that one. I'm telling you, I will.
That's the one you take home.
Like I'm a team player, cause at the end of the day,
he's not a team player.
For real, like they know I mean, real talk. Everybody got a whole bunch of homeboys. Know they got that one that take one for the team. That was me. And you know what I mean? What happened was I started doing it so much that I was like, you know what? I'm ready to get money off of this. Cause you know what I mean? Like, yo, I was like a inspirational speaker. Cause I mean, whereas though nobody else paid them attention, I talked to them. Like, yeah, I mean, start.
Oh, Dre, you can relate to that, ain't you? Ain't you that kind too?
Yeah. Like,
the ones who don't get no attention, you'll start talking to them and put your little, swag on them. And before you know it, they liking you and ready to fuck you, but you don't really like them, but they just so happy. With some attention. So
they buy anything.
Tell them why y'all fucking for
I'm telling you, and
y'all just don't let us know.
I straight, they buy anything. I mean anything. I done got money spent on. You know what I mean? Just for paying attention to them girls. That nobody. Shouts out to the dudes that looked them over because you made me nice. For real. Like everybody, like you said, I don't look at females as being ugly. I look at them as being unattractive to somebody.
Right. Everybody's just different.
But like I said, nah, I got
this ugly woman out here.
Nah, I got 3 daughters. I can't.
It's an ugly man.
You know what I mean?
But all I'm saying is when it happens like that, those be the ones that grab that attention. Whatever are they getting? They so happy to have it. They.
Which is really a sad thing.
It is.
Yeah, it really is a sad thing.
Because a lot of women lack daddies, and when they lack those fathers, they don't get that love, and they just search for love.
And it's that self-esteem, like
Yeah.
What should they have?
They should definitely have a self-esteem. Like that's why, like when I was talking to them girls, like I used to always be like, yo, you need to, you know what I mean, like you need to go get your head done, stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean, like you're not ugly. You know what I mean? 5 months in, I might have got a, a light slump, but she feel totally better about herself when she go out. Like,
this nigga said 5 months in, he may got a nice lump sum, but because you made her feel better.
She
go by herself, Dr. Phil.
Yeah, she go there with a chest poke high like I do anybody. Like, yeah.
But that's good you give it to him, though. I mean, they paid you for it.
Yes.
It hurt them girls' feelings. How you let it loose? How you break it off?
Right, because they be like, oh my god, like I love him so much.
Any girl, I'm not even gonna get into the number because my fiance watching, but any girl that I done tag, I still can tag to this day, and we still cool. Right. It's only, I think it's one girl, and that's because I was acting dumb. But other than that, all the girls, I call them up right now. You know what I mean? We hang out and all that because at the beginning, like my mother told me something. Was like, you gotta build a relationship because after y'all out the bed, you gotta have something to talk about. So what I did is I took that. You know what I mean? Like I took that and ran with it. Like if she knew I was gonna use it for corruption, she'd have never told me that. Let me tell you.
Nah, man. I don't really care what we talk about. I do. You talk about everything. What? You dog? What's up?
As long as you got it.
I don't really want to talk. I want to go to sleep after that. I don't go to work the next day.
Hey, shit.
That's what I hit him with the early.
But that's the mentality of a lot of guys. You know.
I believe that.
Girls got that same mentality. They go to the club, get drunk, wake up and like, oh my gosh, I know I didn't. This guy looked horrible. Like I had my big goggles on, and they just like somebody smacked them in the face with a brick. It's like everybody got to pull off somehow. I just hit him with that. I hit him with that. I gotta go to work, or I'd be like, yeah. I mean, I don't feel comfortable staying here. Just hit him with that.
You a piece of right? Oh hell no!
One time, I was done with a girl. I said, she said something funny. I started laughing. I said, no, get out of here. She started laughing. I said, no, for real, get out of here.
Say, she was probably salty too.
Yeah, really.
I don't do them like that.
But back to the goddamn topic.
They gay, regardless. They gay.
They gay?
They gay.
Y'all agree?
Everybody voted gay.
Help us out. Let us know what you think. Do you think they're gay?
I don't agree with that.
Of being with a man when they're really in a relationship. Can you imagine the years, the 30-year relationships, and then all along your man been thinking about a man?
Why he hitting you?
Why he hitting you? He wishes somebody was hitting him.
Give us some feedback on that, viewers, because that's really an interesting question.
And then go look at your man real funny. See what the fuck he doing. Just look at him. What you been thinking about here lately?
I mean, because I'm thinking about it.
Got something you need to tell me. Go ahead, ask him.
Thinking about it and actually doing something about it, two totally different things.
But I'm saying if you was with your girl for like 30 years and the guy was thinking about being another guy, that means the girl was a little crazy too, though.
How? She won't know what he thinking.
No, that means she wasn't paying attention because y'all girls always try to give signals. See if a man get like try to touch it, stick your hand up his butthole or something like that.
I don't trust the man.
I don't tell him.
Up his butthole?
I'm trying to grab his butt or something like that.
That's the hot button right there. Cause I'm telling you.
Some people test and touch the butt. If you don't smack my man, something ain't right.
No, it's not about smacking him. I'm banging. That's what we.
If you don't get that reaction.
Some men want you to grab their ass and push them in.
Not me. You can grab my bag and push me in.
Why y'all so scared for somebody to touch y'all little sticky ass?
I'm telling you, ladies, if you want to think your man gay, try to touch his butt. And like if he don't react to you touching his butt, you have a.
No, I'm talking about if you dropping in the whole part. You just touching the jiggly.
Why you all in the hole? I mean, why you?
Well, I mean, you try to
was not my guy out there but the jig.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You try to squeeze out butt tight. This old jiggle so you walk.
No, you want to squeeze to push it in.
Yeah.
Grab my back or something. Or say it. You know what I mean?
It's funny though. Like,
don't touch it.
Touch my butt, man. I got a little butt. That's all I think about.
So they may very well miss it, you know. You know, they just miss it, you know.
I think we all in the conclusion that the butt touching the men off limits. If
For real, why?
Okay, then why do guys hit each other when they on the basketball or what's so different? Because it's a sport and it's
They do it like this. They don't go like this and cup it. Good job, man.
It's not sports.
Yeah, no,
That's not sports.
Cup it. Yeah,
If they grab it like that, if they got your cheek in their hand, something wrong with that.
If the dude on the court and he ain't played no games and he smack your tail and be like, good game, yep, he's the flamer.
And you ain't even get off
Yeah,
the bench.
he's just sitting on it, he be like, good game. Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
and he's smacking every ass that come off the court. Yeah. Now if you just did a lucky shot or something, good shot.
That's why I never like playing football. I never like playing football.
because
it's
pat on the ass.
There's some gay stuff in football.
They hit your helmet for real.
No, the centers, like the quarterback gotta have their hand right where the centers
But that's why you got butt head.
Nah, they don't have butt pads.
That's it, dude. Well,
You got butt head.
Nah, I ain't want that. I stayed all the way away from that football.
But I like that playing that with I roll with my girl. I always make her the center. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I be just be under that. You know what I mean? She always hype me the ball. You know, cause you got hit the ball, you got to bend over. You know what I mean? So that's the best thing. You know what I mean? I ain't mean to tell you that, man. You know, it's just I'm trying to teach you a little something. You know what I mean? You
Okay, I'm here to learn. By all means.
You playing football in the bed, huh?
Playing football.
Damn, so
Always tackle her too hard though. You know what I mean? always fumbling. You know?
Always fumbling.
Always just quit. She always quit. Like I don't know what.
Is that thought about
I think I'm too
before?
nice. Like I don't know.
I mean, is it already thought about and, you know, put in reserve, you know, thinking about, and then it actually happens?
Think about what? You try to bait us. Think about what? You see why he ain't to him respond?
He said that he tackles her too hard. So I asked him, do he think about that? Is that already thought about?
You know
tackling her
tackling?
too hard and all this fumbling. Is that why you tackling her so hard so you can fumble? Or is it just put in reserve
Well, that comes to the mind at that point. You know what I mean? If I wanted to fumble and quit, that's what's gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's my man right there, yo.
You know what I mean?
Yo,
That's
he
all it is.
paused for like 5 seconds to wait till her finish. He was like, don't get me in this trick shit.
You knew what I was saying. I mean, you know, it's a thought, you know,
let's
thinking,
stay down here.
you know, about.
Close it for me, down. Close it for me. Oh my dog, baby, terrorizing.
Truly
Wow.
about, you know, truly.
Do we have any entertainment for
Thinking
tonight?
about.
I mean, like, really, because we already decided what that was all about. They just
But
But what about the fetishes?
Well, can I ask a question?
I mean, if you have fetishes on it, then that's what it is.
You know what?
No, yeah,
I don't think he's gay though.
Okay.
I Because he came
Some
out with
people
a lot
can be
of
sexual. Some people can be very sexual, and it doesn't make them
And
gay.
it doesn't
Trey Songz
make
is a
you
very
gay.
sexual guy.
It doesn't make you gay.
Doesn't make you gay.
Got something you want.
I don't know, but I seen a picture with him and Drake. Like Drake described Trey, and it just got gay for me. Like
For real?
on the bustle, it was like on like Hot 97 or something. Drake was like, yeah, you know, it's like I don't know what he be doing, but when he starts singing, like I just get something. Like he said it like on some sensual stuff. Like, and I was like, oh, like
Oh shit!
Talking about Mr. Trey, like why are you doing it like that?
Wow.
Like
You can't have your pants down. When you hear something like that, you pull your pants like, hold up, boy. What you
Yeah.
talking about, sure?
Oh my gosh.
You pull your pants like, hold on.
So are we gonna say that when they before we wrap this topic thing up, are we gonna say that that's just their fetish,
Yeah, you can.
or are we gonna say they're gay?
Because fetishes do
Because-
exist.
I'm going to disagree, so.
You know, if it is their fetish, people are welcome to have their fetishes.
Unless
react.
unless you actually are gay, I'm not going to sit here and point the finger at something what might be a fetish. I'm not going to do that. You know, I'm not going to label you as being gay if you thinking about something else.
Well, I'd say, I won't give you the label, but I don't know that you're gay.
But the thing
I might
about
not
it
give
is-
you the label, but in my mind, I don't have that same respect. I don't.
And
have
if
any.
two females do the same thing, then you consider them to be les or gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Or,
If you're thinking about a woman,
You know.
that's just like if you try to if you're playing with yourself. But when you play with yourself, you have to think about a man to get off.
That's gay.
that's
know?
gay.
You beating your
If you
baby.
beat your meat,
So
and you gotta think about
So
a
you
man
thinking
to get
about-
off.
One of these beautiful women out here, and you think about a dude that's gay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But beauty's
It's
in the
gay.
eye of the beholder.
True.
And if they don't feel as though that females are beautiful,
But it's just like you said, it's just a perception, because if you ask me, if anybody from our generation ask you who Prince is, they can tell you that gay dude. He's the only 5'8" dude. Like matter of fact, he's like 5'5". He wear heels. He wear them
he has
Prince.
all. He talking about
That's not
Prince.
gay.
No, he not, but I'm telling you, if somebody our age, like 20,
Right.
24 and lower,
Right.
they be like, oh, he gay.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
And see, he's another sexual man.
But
Ma,
he
Very
get
sexual.
busy.
Ma. Now, if I did a show, and I had these pants on like this, 11, when I turned around, my butt was out, and there's guys at my concert. You know that's a little gay though, because that's what Prince did. He had some heels on while he
Yeah.
doing, and he had his nails
This
done.
guy's at his concert, but it's also women too, and he is performing.
Uh-huh.
He's a
Women
performer.
for his fans.
And
Not
when you
women
perform,
for
you wear all kind of
And you come
costumes to perform.
if you are a type that's wearing costumes,
Yeah.
then they're gonna come with costumes.
Right.
Believe
And you're a performer. Now, if you telling me that you wear this on a regular basis, or you just chilling and your boys there with you all watching football, but you come out with
got
your
your
ass
ass
out,
Nah,
then it's a problem.
before they go on stage, they in the room with their boys. Imagine your
So I was in
homeboy.
that room with
No, I'm
their-
saying.
The whole entourage.
Yeah, that's
Everybody.
their
No, I'm
people.
saying, but you get up and your butt just out like that's
Yo,
That's
how
Prince.
it is.
That's
You
how
know
he's always been, though.
You know how many females got tagged by Prince?
And and they do that because when they spin around, it sets the females off.
Yeah, white women love ass.
Yeah, especially if you are really grooving with the music and everything, and it's hopping and everything.
Like, I will
Yeah, and you turn around and
I'm not your mother.
Hey!
I'm your friend.
Hey!
you know, so that's what that is. You know, so
I'm not
it's a
listening to
costume. It's costume.
No, that's not. That's,
Yeah.
When you
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a costume.
No,
See,
it's a
he's an
costume.
entertainer. See, what's the
Yeah.
difference is these people, they get it all twisted. When they try to make themselves look like an entertainer, when these people are entertainers. So when they hit the stage,
Exactly.
they're gonna come in their costume.
That's
they
what-
come in at
that's
their
what
best.
made them
And you look at
great
Nicki
as they
Minaj,
are.
You think all day long she's sitting around looking crazy like how she look? No, she's put on the costume and she's
Right.
performing.
Nicki Minaj is not looking like a guy. Nicki Minaj is just looking like a real. He putting
Nicki
stuff on
Minaj
his nails
is like a
and stuff
dang
like that.
fool.
But that's okay.
No, but that's
with
her costume.
Nails,
That's our
bro.
way.
That's crazy.
That's our costume.
But it's not. It's not. Guys go and have guys get their fingers, their hands
You got
manicured
painted though.
and
Black.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
white people do it all the time.
exactly.
Rock and roll white people.
And it's like
and the Rolling
Ain't nothing gothic about it.
Not only gothic white people, most bands do. All the bands do.
all the bands, the jazz,
Was you think
not
that guy
the
that just
jazz.
put his nose?
You know, they did it all coming up in the era of
But see, that's
time.
just
You know,
preferences. Some woman out here would. That's just my preference to know. It wouldn't mean that he's gay.
Okay,
Why is he trying to do stuff
okay,
like a
listen,
girl?
listen. Speaking of Trey Songz being gay, this is explosive rumor. They said Will Smith might be getting it in with Trey Songz.
Oh shit.
oh please.
I don't know how true that is.
I can see Will Smith manhandling him and business.
On some MIBs.
He's stupid.
It said that now that Will Smith and Jada is separated, even though they're not supposed to be separated,
They're separated.
No. They made an announcement and said they weren't.
it said that Trey Songz, who's been subject to gay whispers himself, him and Will was at an event and they hooked up later
Oh shit.
at a local nightclub and enjoyed the evening for dinner.
So that leads to the imagination.
Me personally though,
Depends
me
on
to
what-
always saying stuff. I don't think Trey Songz good. I think he make a lot of lovey-dovey songs, but that's just who he is. Everybody come out with
That's
their
what
own
he's good at. That's
personality.
what he's good at.
If he can't talk, he can't talk about gangster stuff if he ain't doing it. He gotta talk about what
he
he
ain't a
doing.
thug, he ain't a thug. So he's
Right,
good
so,
at what he
you
do.
know what I mean?
Same way with
I don't
Usher. Nobody talked about Usher when he on the stage, you know,
Not at all. And
twirling
Usher,
his little ass around.
not at all.
Sexual songs.
And Usher be
All
The
that.
reason why I ain't talking about him
Real.
because they always say him with a girl and stuff like that. Always was married, but that doesn't mean he ain't gay. You know what I mean? But
Sometimes they use that
I
as
don't
a
even think
cover up.
that shit gay,
Sometimes they
though.
use
You know
that as
what
a
I mean?
cover up.
But my man Prince, he's gay. That's
Oh,
all
no,
I'm
he's
saying.
not.
Prince is not gay.
You know what I mean? My man
crazy.
Prince.
I'm
Prince
not
is
even-
not
That's why my
gay.
man Michael Jackson ain't really hang with Shorty. You know what I mean? He was too short. You heard.
Well, we all know that's not true. How
But
is it ever?
the media always made Michael Jackson and Prince compete.
But you already know who's going to win that.
I'm
Michael
telling you
Jackson.
right now, if Prince
But
came
they
out
said
on the
Michael
street,
Jackson was gay because he was never what?
he was playing with monkeys and little kids. That guy was gay.
He wasn't gay. No, he wasn't.
I don't think
He just
so.
never had a kid life. He never had a childhood life because all his childhood life he had to work.
So you
So when he
believe-
finally got away from his dad, he was a
but
kid.
me personally though, I wouldn't put no jungle in my backyard.
That's you.
Why do you got a monkey?
But you had a kid life, a childhood life. He didn't have that.
So you don't believe he molested them kids?
No, I don't. Not at
I
all.
don't either.
Me
I think he was
neither.
No, I
trying to
don't.
I'm gonna take that. I
Them
don't
people was
believe that.
trying to get
I
money,
think he was
and that's
gay,
what they
but-
was doing. Michael Jackson liked to play. He liked to act like a kid, but no, I don't think he was ever with a kid. And if that's the case, because a kid was in that bed, we all.
I think
I don't know about you guys, but every woman on this table can sit right here and say that they had somebody else's kid laying in their bed. And if ain't nobody think you fucked their kid, why should we think Michael fucked somebody's kid?
Yeah.
Because I done had my grandkids laid in my bed with me and I never touched them. And you done had your nephews in them laying in your bed. You ain't
Exactly.
touch them. So why should
Exactly.
he be labeled as that? No, I don't believe that. And please don't upset me with that nonsense.
Kids have a
On to the
tendency.
entertainment.
Kids have an inner.
Shit. Just upset me with that nonsense.
Insane.
Because I can't stand, excuse me, for people to be
just told me to
thinking,
go
shut up.
back.
I'm getting mad again. I can't stand for people to just say because that man had a kid in his bed because he shared his
His
fucking
bed
with a kid.
that he, you know, that was
Okay,
wrong.
but then
I don't
what's the
get
name?
that.
Julia, what's the chick that adopted black kids?
Angelina.
Oh, what, she never let the little black girl lay in her bed?
They're her kids.
Oh, they're not her kids. They're not her kids.
They are.
Technically, they're not her kids. They not came out her stinking ass.
Okay, but
They
she
came out of
adopted
somebody
them.
else's
But
black
she
crazy
can't-
ass. She adopted them. Okay, so what? Them kids were like his kids. He was
Matter of
taking care
fact,
of those
I think he
kids.
gave
Some of
a lot
those
of money
kids
to
Michael
those
Jackson
kids,
was taking care of had cancer, and he was paying for their medical. He was paying for their fucking medical. So if he good enough to pay for their medical, what, he ain't good enough for the little stinking kid that lay across the bed?
Like that.
Fuck that.
I think that was. I don't think he did well, but I think he still.
But yet,
stepped
you
over.
telling me that Julia, whatever the fuck her name is, she can go and get one of our black kids and let them lay in her bed and pretend like they a goddamn kid?
Well,
Because by paper,
if
by
she gave
paper
me-
they hers,
I'm doing
it wasn't
something.
hers by regular, because the kids didn't come out her ass.
Get him.
So suppose she raped the black girl, but nothing said about shit like that. But then when Michael shared his bed, oh, is he gay? No, he ain't fucking gay. Go ahead with that bullshit. Look, on to entertainment because I'm about
No,
to
hold on.
sweat.
But
Hurry up, 'cause I don't like the way.
I think he stepped over his boundaries though. Like as far as the law, the Chinese get white and all that, I think that was crazy.
Okay, well, we can
help
deal with
that.
that. That's his own goddamn thing, but just don't say he molest nothing.
Oh no.
Oh, you right.
Nobody said it was just a question.
Okay, well, I don't like it.
Well, at the end of the day, I don't think so. But at the end of the day, we both don't know.
All right,
You know,
I don't believe
we can
it.
say about what he
Let me
did.
tell you something. When he died,
Say
why
about
else
what
he
he
came
did.
forward? They came forward and
Blanco,
said,
his son.
Shut up. When they died, he came forward and said, they said he didn't do it.
You know, but
Why, they should have got their asses locked up for lying on that man. Why did it take for that man to die for them to say that he
They're going to
didn't do it?
say that he didn't
Why
do
did he do
it
that?
for the simple reason they gets no more money. They gets no more money.
He what they want to get anyway.
Yes they was.
No, not the ones
Yes
who
they
said
was.
he did that. They did not get paid for that because it was not proven that he molested those kids.
If you don't know if just because the media didn't prove it doesn't mean that behind the scenes, what's behind the scenes we don't know.
That's true. But
We do not know. And I thought it was really strange.
Know that he did not do that.
I thought it was really strange that they did come forth afterwards.
He died to say that he didn't do
to
it.
say that. So the only conclusion that I could draw was that the fact that they will not be getting paid anymore. You know, they're not going to get that lump sum or whatever.
I don't know about that,
Yeah.
but Michael, he couldn't he wanted to switch into his little white boy thing, whatever. When he first came out, it was us black people that was just supporting him, not no white people. Now he wanted to go white.
Oh no, he was supported by blacks and whites.
No, but we supported him
Michael was
first.
always supported by blacks and whites. Yeah, he was supported by us. He was supported by us, but he was supported by blacks and whites.
But he was
And
one
my
of us
thing is
though.
this.
We was supporting him
Why you
first.
gotta run and go get a black little kid all the time? Everybody always say that. Cause he black, he had to run and get one of them little ugly little ones from Jamaica or Africa somewhere and grab one. He ain't gotta do that. Or if he wanted to do something nice for him, he could have paid and gave him money or sent things to make sure he was fine.
Well, actually, it would have been nice. It would have been nice to have. It would have been nice to show that blacks are just as important as your Portuguese, as your white
He ain't
parents.
want them.
You know, it would have been nice to show. I mean, black children are already on the low bottom of the totem pole.
Michael Jackson can't save all the black kids in the fucking world.
He wasn't trying to save any of them. He wasn't trying to save any of them. All right. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna put him all up on this pedestal. I do appreciate. I love what he did in the entertainment world. I give him his props. But boyfriend wasn't all that.
I liked Michael
Boyfriend wasn't all that.
Yes, he wanted to help out white people before he helped out us.
But
Like,
that
you
was
don't
his
do that.
purpose. You know what? Everybody that get black always think black people supposed to go, how about for the next? Oh, just do for us. Like that's like conversation.
But when a white person treats you like nothing, you get mad.
When he says, okay, well, the other presidents help their white people, why can't Obama help us? Obama's the president of the whole fucking world. He got to help everybody. You just can't be president only because I'm
That's
black.
exactly what I said. It was
Mostly
not
us
going to
blacks,
work
we
like
already
that.
got enough. It's a
No,
lot.
they got shit because you don't want shit.
No.
The white motherfuckers people with when they got their kids, they teach their kids business, they own business, they put the kids in business, the kids want to be in the business. So the kids grow up with money.
And it's very hard. Black kids don't want to listen. Black kids, you can't tell nothing.
No,
It's the same way with adults too. Everybody think they know everything.
No,
so you can always
they don't
learn.
they don't go up
what
here
I'm saying
because
is-
they don't want to grow.
I'm saying,
they say,
Michael,
fuck, I'm
listen.
tired. You do it for me, ma.
Michael Jackson though, if he gonna help out kids, at least you can do just like what you said, them little African ugly people. At least he could have helped them out before that, or you help out a white person because white people they gonna get theirs.
I'm in agreement with that.
A lot.
I'm in agreement with that.
Boy, you know,
Exactly.
Exactly. Most of us, and then
Exactly. And I don't see why. Why not?
Equal, you know,
Why not?
I mean,
You know, why not? You know,
she's helping the black ones.
You see a lot of black, you see a lot of black African people got bumps on their hands and stuff. You know what I mean? Looking all stupid.
I'm gonna tell you though, like that's our own fault. I'm gonna be 100% honest. The reason that the kids are the way they are now
is the adults'
because of
fault.
the mentality of the kids nowadays. Like when my grandparents was growing up, you couldn't divorce. It was you in. And then it switched to when my mother got there. It was, all right, you can leave. And now it's like, oh, you can leave whenever you want to. So it's like, I don't even know what the fuck I was just saying. Sorry, a pickle, man.
On to entertainment. We can't fuck with Nick Diamond. Go ahead on to entertainment.
Oh, no, that's what I meant to say. Like, it's like when we won, our parents buy us the nicest clothes, the nicest shoes, and all that. But when a white kid is one, they got CDs, they got bonds, investing in all that. We are not taught to invest in our future because the mentality of the growing children and adults that's my age think that they don't have nothing else. Once they hit 21, they done live for it. That's it.
You gotta want it to. See,
yeah, I understand that.
It's you gotta want it to.
But
see, it depends
and
on
you gotta act upon what you want.
Right, if you want to be on positive, or you want to have power, you gotta act
positive
like you want
steps.
Yeah, that shit don't just come over like that because black people want to sit around and wait for somebody to hand them stuff.
Always.
That's their fucking problem. Always. Can you help me? Can you give me? You know, I always want a fucking handout. Go get
always half-ass.
That's what I'm saying. Like
always half-ass.
When Jay Lee was one, what did you buy her for her birthday?
Jay Lee, no.
When she was one, when she was one, what did I buy her for? I'll answer that question. That was for me.
Yes.
I brought her probably a bike. She had a big party and a bike.
That's what I'm saying. That's our mentality to get our kids the nicest things. The white people.
Well, I should have brought her ass with a book. Yeah, maybe she could read it. Then maybe she would have got a building or something and had a business or corporation or something.
Because the white people, like the white people that get treated, like the white people that get raised up and are in the money still. When they get a hold of it, they lose control because they don't have what we have. Because we had to struggle, we know how to make everything stretch. The white people, they get it and they just go dumb crazy.
You know what? You gotta understand. You gotta understand this. It's not even a white or black thing when it comes to getting it. It's just the mentality of what you want. To me, you have to want it. It don't matter what color you are. If you want it, you don't just dream about it. You make it happen.
Right.
A lot of time, us blacks, we are dreamers. Oh, I wish. We wait until somebody else gets something. Oh, I wish I had that car. Oh, I want to have this. I wish they just a lot of blacks. They just dreamers. But what I don't like is stop dreaming. Stop dreaming.
And you're lazy.
And go and do it. Don't get it done. That's all I'm saying.
Lazy.
Wait a minute, Miss Jones, for 1 minute. Let me make my point because I am the host. Can I make my point?
Sure.
Thank you, ma'am. What I don't like is I think sometimes when they say we the city that read. No, we're not. We're not the city that reads. Because a lot of times we won't even pick up a fucking book. Okay, let's just be real. We won't pick up a book, and if we pick up a book, we pick up a magazine that got pictures so we can just read through the pictures because we ain't trying to read shit. And then we wonder why we're the lowest at reading. Okay, well, we don't read. That's just number one. Number two, when it's time to go out and get a job, you got some our people, and I'm not down on our people because I love our people. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't feel like it's a lot about what we're taught. I mean, what they're doing. It's a lot about how we're taught and how we're raised. Because some of our parents don't know no different. So we raise a certain way and we think that that's okay, but it's not. If you want to be big, you gotta think big. You gotta think big and really try to be big. You can see some kids, little boy right down the street, intelligent little boy. Already, if it takes this little boy, he's always dressed up. You can already tell he's gonna be somebody. Some people you can just look at and say, they're gonna be some damn body. But the boy is setting. His parents are dressing him right now for the business world. This little boy wears suits and shit almost every day. He walks his dog. He has on these little slacks. But he's always professional. He's always really professionally done. He's always straightly, neatly dressed, and he's very proper talking. Right now, they setting him up for the rest of his life. But we don't do that.
And ain't
we walk around, we let our kids come. Hey, say shit, say shit, moo. Moo, say shit.
People call proper talking. Proper talking is when you people say proper talking. When you hear a person that talk proper, you hear them when you hear them talk whatever. They talk a little bit like white people. So you know,
it's not proper talking. It's not white.
You can't talk your own way.
It's not white. It's not white. It's the white. It's the right way of talking. We don't talk right. Say Baltimore.
Listen.
Say Baltimore. I can get all y'all in here to say Baltimore. I bet you nobody says that shit right.
Listen. Hold on. Before you know it, though, at the end of the day, us black people, we is more stronger than some of these. But
we are.
I'm not saying.
We don't use what we got to get what we want. Is what I'm saying. We are. Believe we got it. We way more stronger than them white motherfuckers for real. They don't use what we got. They use it and then we get mad and say, oh, they won't help us. They won't let us get a job. Why should they?
Black man is the strongest. We're the strongest race. But until we know that, until we can become unison, together, communicate, understand one another without getting upset and negatory, and wanting to bang shoot up everybody and all of that. Learn how to coincide with ideas and everything. We're never going to get anywhere, ever. And if our race don't start putting themselves together, dig deep, you know,
Yes,
and just be
indeed.
for real with themselves, better themselves in order to better anybody else. Better your relationship, better your children. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
My thing is that it's like I said again, don't be dreamers in life. You know, try to work, make things happen. It's okay to dream, but dream and then make something happen. And don't get mad when the white man makes it happen for their children.
No,
because that's what they do. They set trends. They set
Right.
trends and they make it right for their children. They get businesses and they say, when I die, this business is going to go to my son and he's going to run my company. That's what they do. They make ways for their kids.
That's right.
And because they make ways for their kids and their kids come up in the business and they're 28 years old and they're already a CEO, that's
right.
what the fuck they do for their kids. And if you don't do it for your kids, don't hate.
Right, but listen,
Don't hate.
everybody is dealt a different hand. So if he ain't got it and another white person got it like that, that doesn't mean a white person got it.
But there's so many things. There's so many things in this world we can do. There's so many things to make money.
But listen, everybody ain't meant to be a doctor. Everybody ain't meant to be a rapper. Everybody ain't meant to be all that. That's why
Is everybody meant to be poor and just for nothing?
And some people is meant to be. Everybody ain't meant to be
That's true.
You know what I mean? Everybody ain't meant to be all your power.
I believe that.
So just because you're on power, you don't look at a person that's down low. You look at them like they nothing. That's
No,
how
I don't think you do that either. You're
black
right.
people, we'll help them out. We'll be like, hey, we see a bum on the street. Give them a couple of dollars.
Some of
white
us.
people, they look at us like we ain't nothing. Some of them. Some of white people.
And some of you Puerto Ricans and your Haitians and the rest of them
You know what?
too.
Somebody made a great point to me last
and the
night. A
rest
friend of
of them
mine
too.
made a great point to me. He says, why is it that when a black and a white person is together, it's called an interracial relationship? But if you go and you pick another person from a country, let's say an Asian and a Hispanic, you wouldn't call them interracial couples. But if a black person is with a white person or any other racial, they're instantly considered interracial relationship.
Well,
But an interracial relationship means if that person not of your race, then you're in an interracial relationship, right?
Right.
So why is it that it's labeled when it's our black?
Because it's only.
But it's not labeled if a Puerto Rican and an Italian get together.
Exactly.
They're not in an interracial relationship.
Because it's
Y'all-
only
what
projected
color
to the
they-
black.
They're not the same culture.
right.
That's all you need to know.
Started,
They're not the same
white people
culture.
start splitting.
You know what I'm saying?
White people
We was
started
over, we
everything.
was over in our own line, you know what I mean, shaking around, man, nothing, we was butt naked. White people can't put clothes on us, niggas.
You know what I mean?
I'm saying, why do you have to
I'm
go
not
there?
going to entertain you guys.
No, I'm not-
We are on
But that is a part of our culture. That is a part of our dance.
You know what I mean? White people started that. They split us up. You know what I mean? We could have been all been along with white people. You know what I mean? And back in the day. Now I'm not saying now because you have
You
a
know,
lot of white
we're
people
going to
out
do this
here that's
topic
cool.
again. We'll do
know what I
a
mean?
racial thing.
But we started that though. You can't blame that on us. White
Yeah,
people did that.
I mean-
You know what I mean?
But like
They
you
split us
said,
up.
it's the mentality, like the
It is.
laziness, like you understand.
It's a white lazy motherfuckers. Believe it. You just gotta want it. It's both. It comes in all races.
in all
I
All races.
don't discriminate
colors.
whether white or black, but the fact is this: like sometimes when white people get brought up in the money, they act stupid. Paris Hilton, she act stupid.
She was raised with money.
And she acted stupid. Her grandfather took her money away, took half of the whatever she was going to get, took it away from her because she started doing all this crazy stuff, like the sex tapes and all that. So sometimes, like the struggle that us as black people or just poor people in general go through, people that have always had will never feel the joy what it feels like to actually taste a meal if you never had a meal, you know, or you went to sleep starving at night. Like, you know what I mean? And that's what makes us different. That's what makes us stronger. Because if you can't
Really,
tell me-
you said that's what makes us stronger. Okay, then when your blacks come up and they're most fortunate to be blessed with this money and fame and whatnots, okay, then why do they act like total assholes like it was when they was back there in the day? Or ghetto. Why you being ghetto? Why you out here bang bang shooting them up? You
Because they
understand
still
what
who the
I'm
fuck they
saying?
are.
But why
money
are
ain't
you
changed.
doing that?
No,
But
but
why
I
you
mean,
out
they
here?
still who they are.
Why you out here throwing the money away like you got it like that? You know, you were blessed. You were ever so blessed to have it for whatever profession you know you're in. You know, and now you're gonna act like, you know, I got it like this, and you just throwing it
Like,
away.
and
You
you know
didn't
who's like
have
that?
it. You
You know who's
didn't
like
have
that,
it
Miss
before you got it.
You know who's like that? What's that guy? Floyd
Mayweather?
Mayweather. He's a prime example. He loved throwing away money.
That what? Me personally,
throw it away.
Me personally, I never had so much money like that, and if I get it, I'm gonna do the same exact thing. Cause I'm gonna flash every little thing. Reason why?
You know what? I'm gonna put my money into business.
Listen,
I'm gonna make me more money. See, a white motherfucker gonna make more money, but a black motherfucker gonna
that's why black
don't have this shit.
Understand? For me, he can retire right now. He rich for life. He ain't got.
He not rich for life, baby, because that money can go just like that. And once that money, half my motherfuckers owe the IRS, half of them is behind.
He's done for life. He can quit if he wants to.
all these business,
let me tell you something. If you don't keep investing your money and making more money, it will stop.
Listen, he probably already did that, but what I would do if I was rich, I would give back. That's what I would do. You know what I mean? I would give back to a lot of my black folks, whatever, and to a lot of white people, a lot of my black folks. You know what I mean?
Ask Hammer how that worked out, but this is what I'm saying. Like, do anybody know what
You said it. Ask Hammer. He sat there and gave too, and now he broke.
Like, do anybody know what residual income is? Like, you know, do anybody know
what he gave? He just pulled out of his pocket, and because the girl said my rent is due and I don't have a job. You know,
he was giving back and gave until you ain't got no damn invest that money and put more happen. You invest that money, you would have still had more money making, whether you was on the screen or not. You still should have had money. You got people like Madonna own real estate. She owned so much so that if she fall off, she's fine. My thing is, if you want to make it and get big and have money and make it,
then invest, pay things off so that they become yours.
Reason why I say I'm gonna flash it. You know what I mean? Because everybody, if I shine, everybody gonna shine. I'm gonna give back whatever. The reason why, because it took me hard to get to that point. So why I gotta keep it in my pocket? Because I don't want nobody to think something of me. No,
you gotta keep it in your pocket. You gotta
do whatever I want. It's my money. It's my money. I'm gonna do whatever I want. If I want to flash it,
and then when you throw it in the air, and that's cool. And then when you become broke all over again, don't get mad. And don't blame the white man. The white man ain't do shit to you. You invested your money, you blew it. MC Hammer did the exact same thing. He did that what you felt. He felt like, fuck it, I'm gonna show I got money. I'm buying this car, that car, this house. You want a house? I'ma got you. You need a house? I got you too. But guess what? MC Hammer broke as a joke right now. I probably got more money than his black ass.
That's probably stupid because he probably invested in putting more bins or whatever. I would do that, but I am going to flash it though.
But it's
okay, y'all. Listen to me. Stop it. I want everybody to stop it before I go off. On to the entertainment. We haven't not did the entertainment. Can you please read us some entertainment, please? Because you're making me sweat, and I don't like the perspire.
Good topics, you know.
They are. We need to
good conversation on it.
I just got one more.
It's good conversation on it.
Everybody here is contradicting themselves because everybody got something over $100 on right now. But they could have took the $100 and invested and made $1,000.
Honey, I ain't. We all this Jones ain't contradicting about me.
He got 100 something. She's gonna hit DT.
I don't.
Jesse, you know I'm like a shit on your ear, whatever. You know me. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So I'm about to read. We like the show. We like the show.
I'm not contradicting because I'm telling you, for every dollar I spend on me, I spend twice as much on my daughters, and I put stuff away every week because I get paid like that. My mother influenced me to let me know that if I put away $5 every week for the next couple of years, I can be fully invested regardless.
That is so true. Can you know me something?
I want to check about you.
All right, y'all. Let's stop this. Come on.
What the F? Jay-Z got a Brazilian bikini wax. He got no hair on his entire body. Is that gay?
Who?
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Yep.
He got a bikini wax?
A Brazilian bikini wax. He don't have no hair on his arms, leg, chest. He's bare everywhere.
Oh. I don't think that's gay. I don't like to see a man with a bunch of hair all over, all up under their arms and stuff. I don't like all that.
Yeah, I don't like it on me. Oh, taco meat.
So I don't think that makes it. Yeah, I think that waxing thing, though, you know, it's so unmasculine. Excuse me, you guys. If you ain't talking about the topic,
that's what they talk.
Listen to me. Look at what they say. Jay-Z is going to get waxed. He already did it.
He got waxed. No hair on.
No hair on his body.
Legs, chest.
Now you don't like how women do.
In a Brazilian bikini,
right.
like
exactly. So what do you think about that?
That is uber gay.
I don't like a man with a lot of hair. Who wants a man with all the hair under their arm? That's nasty.
I'm saying, like,
then when you put the other one, get little balls up under you.
Not even about the hair at the underarms. That's cool. But if you going down there to wax your stuff, that's gay. Like, no, for what? Why do you need to make this? Take the clippers.
Hey, why you need the maintenance? Because Beyonce ain't stuck in that thing with all that hair.
Take the clippers and take the comb.
Leg do look real silky.
His leg is silky.
Like a woman's leg.
So what? I like it.
Wow.
I don't see nothing wrong with
I don't
it.
mean, if I had a lot of money, I probably would do the same thing.
Yeah,
too. You got money like that,
I-
you just do little dumb stuff like that. You know,
Yeah.
you got
You
the
treat
money.
yourself.
You might want to
You
just
treat
see how
yourself
it feels.
better than what you did.
You might, I really ain't with all the hair stuff. You might just
Yeah,
want to see how
so
it
yeah,
feels.
I'm not really. That doesn't really move me.
I don't think you do. You
I'm not,
probably just trying
I'm not
to see.
waxing my
Okay,
problem.
on to the next thing.
I don't know about
Wax.
waxing.
Give me on to the next thing.
One of the cast members of Basketball Wives LA abandoned her son so she could marry a baller.
What? Abandoning her son so she can marry a baller.
Yep.
Well,
So he can marry her.
this is why.
So what? He wouldn't marry her if she had a child?
This is why black people are the way they are, especially the females. Ever since Flavor of Love went down, the black female has gone down drastically. And it's not y'all, but I'm telling you, what the kids are watching because their parents are letting them watch it with them, they like, oh, forget it. Corinne Stephens, started giving dome to everybody. She got money and she wrote a book. These girls on Flavor of Love are fighting for this ugly dude
Like
just
Rock.
to get some publicity. like that Bad Girls Club, LA girlfriends, and half of them not even wives. Like it. I think it takes black females back so far from what they came from. Do you think Rosa Parks would have did anything like that? Like go on show and then straight just be like, oh yeah, girl, I was just going, you know what I mean? Like I was just going F her up on sight. Like you can't.
Well,
like they
Rosa
they-
Parks didn't do anything.
She wouldn't have did that.
I don't know what she would have done, but I know she didn't do anything.
Would you as a strong female, because I know my mother wouldn't have did it, would you as a strong female go on a TV show and act and just show enough, just be like, oh, forget it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how to talk. F this, F that.
Okay, can I say something? Let me say
I knew you was going to respond to this.
I was actually casted for the Flavor of Love show.
Which is understandable,
And
but
I couldn't go because they found out that I was still married. But wait a minute, let me answer your question though. When I was casted for it, yes, I was going to go. And yes, it would have been for publicity. But it was because I want to put myself out there. I was not going to sleep or do any of those things to get where I'm trying to go.
and that's what I'm saying.
But you damn right I was going to go on that show.
I
And if
can
it's
fit-
acting a fool, then you damn right I would. The only thing I would not do is the sex to get where I'm trying to go.
I
But if it
agree.
calls for me getting up in this bitch
Same
face,
thing.
do not get up in that bitch
Get
face.
right on up in his
and
face.
I can respect
Straight
Get
it.
like
right
that.
on up in the face.
Well,
If that's gonna put that money there, if that's
Damn
gonna
right.
put
Yup,
you out
fuck
there like
her.
that,
Yeah. You want to play games? We can do this. Now, when it comes to my body and when it comes to my morals and that part of myself, no, I would not play any games when it comes to that.
So would it be okay, because the young kids watch that, would it be okay for the young kids to watch that? Because, like, to me, at a young age, your mind is easily swayed from one way to another.
Mm-hmm.
So you, like, for you, and I can respect what you're saying, but would you let your daughter watch you act like that, so that way,
I wouldn't want her to, but I would explain to her what I'm doing.
and that's all I need
See
to
what
hear.
I'm saying? I would explain. I would say, let me
Right.
tell you something, baby. I'm going on here. I'm out trying to make some dough. You already know what I'm trying to do, and this is what I'm doing. So I would explain to her what I'm doing, and then, yeah, she would watch me, because I wouldn't do anything that would embarrass my children or anything that would tamper with my character at all. So they wouldn't have to worry about that.
See?
However, my sassiness, well, I'm like that around the fucking house. And if you don't like that, if that bother you on TV, then I'm like, then that's your own fucking problem. I don't give a damn about that.
Yeah,
I'm
but
like that home.
you explained yourself though. You know what I mean? Like you would explain that the
I
girls
explain to my
now,
children.
like the girls now are not doing that. They just letting them watch that. They letting them they're like, oh, let's get drunk because the
Parents
girls
are
club
lazy.
do that. Like and all this other
Yeah, a
stuff.
lot
Like
of
the
parents are
mentality of us as African Americans is so like this is damaged because we see negative portrayal all the time. So it's harder for somebody to be positive than to just go with the flow and accept the negativity.
You gotta do it, right?
I got 3.
You got 3. So if Nicki Minaj doing a show, you got set that you want to go?
Would I go to the show?
Or trainer. I say trainer, because I'm going to say trainer.
Am I performing?
No. If Nicki Minaj had like a show like How Favorite Love did, and she had show love, and you got accepted to be one of them guys, would you go?
Absolutely not. No.
The trainer.
No.
I'm talking about you can be all up
I
in here.
don't care. No.
His fiance watches the show.
No, I mean real talk, but no.
It
Like
still will be no.
yes, it would still be no because I don't, for some reason, like, I made sure that I didn't treat my daughters no different than I would treat my son. So now, do they, are they a little bit rough around the edges? Probably, but they're prepared for more things than if I would have just babied them and stuff like that. I wouldn't want them to see, if I tell them how I think that they should act and they should emulate who they should emulate, and then I go on the show and the girl that I'm chasing is Nicki Minaj or Trina, they're going to look at me like, Daddy been lying to us the whole time. We got to act like her because that's who Daddy want. Negative. Like, no, I can't fade it. Like, that's why, you know, I'm bluntly honest with my daughters, and it might turn back on me in the long run.
Is your daughter's mother? Is it by one? Are your kids by one?
No, like my twins is by my daughter's mother. That's I'm not with. Like my youngest, my fiance, you know what I mean, is by my youngest daughter. But my daughters accept my fiance as being another mom to them, without me never saying it. And because I knew what type of female I wanted them around, I made sure that they had the respect, like they had to approve of it, because I wasn't going to let them see no reckless stuff and have to explain for it.
But just like how you said though, just like how you said, that is though. That is, bro. But just like how you said,
a lot of young guys your age, they don't give a damn who they bring around their kids. They'll fuck the little goddamn woman right in front of their goddamn kids for real. So that for you to have that much respect for your kid at such a young age, I really applaud you for that. And I see how you talk about them. So you really into your kids. Can't even pay some young guys to be into their kids.
Exactly.
Honestly, I mean, they not. So that you know, give it up to you for that.
Exactly.
Gotta give it up to you for that.
Like you gotta be like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like if you come from if you want to break a cycle, like I could have been like my dad, and I could have just, you know what I mean, had kids and just dipped. Tell them lies all the time, but I knew that I didn't want that for my kids. So like you said, you gotta want to change, because it makes you feel a whole lot better, and it makes you feel different about everything that you do and you say. If you don't care about what you do, your kids are gonna have that same mentality, and that's why most of the kids around here have that. If I ain't make it past 15, you know what I mean, like I'm good. I'm living on borrowed time. Whereas though I appreciate every day, and I make sure my daughters appreciate it too. Like you gotta have that. Like he the same way. Like, we don't play that when it comes to the kids at all.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Because so many leave their kids astray, and they don't care, and they pretend like they really love their kids. But at the end of the day, boy, I'm going to do me. And that's the attitude these guys have. So when I see a young guy like you, and Nick, I'm going to be honest, I say this because I done heard you say this more. This is not the first time I done heard how much you put it up there for your kids. I really can respect that, man, because it's not too many who can honestly say, I do this for my child. Everybody's so fucking selfish. They all thinking about themselves. Well, I gotta do this for me. Well, as long as it's about me. I gotta do this for me. So to hear you say, it ain't even about me. It's about what I'm doing for them. It's what I'm giving them. I commend you for that, man. Shit, it's like unbelievable. Really. Because these it's selfish people in this world, man. They're not thinking about the kids.
My mother wouldn't
think about themselves.
Like, my mother wouldn't, like, and I mean, to be honest, as soon as me and my oldest daughter's mother get a good relationship, I'll be there a whole lot. Like right now, it's just too much turmoil. So do I call them every day? Yes, I call them at daycare. I might not be able to see them every day, and I might tell them I'm gonna take them somewhere and then have to push it back. But I make sure that they get everything that I know that I would want them to have. Now, you know, the Chuck E. Cheese and stuff like that, I might tell them 1 week and we might go 3 weeks later, but I make sure I make them know that I'm going to take them. If I say it, I'm going to do it.
That's right.
And eventually,
let me tell you something, don't wait too long to do it, because kids do expect it. When they hear that they're going somewhere, they want to go. And if you feel like you're not sure that you can do it, don't even tell them.
Yeah, and
just tell them when you can. Don't even tell them. Don't get them all pumped. Because when you tell a kid, I'm going to take you somewhere, that kid, like, we all was kids before. So they get ready, they looking for you to do that. And then when you decide to not do it because you want to do something else with your money, not because you can, but you just choose to get those tennis instead of doing what you said you're gonna do. Now that kid is sad because you ain't do what you said you were gonna do with that kid. Now you gotta get back to how you, and it's right. And if you was little, wouldn't somebody tell you they gonna do something with you? You want them to. You want somebody to tell you they gonna do something they don't.
And that's
why. But they doing them.
And that's
you
why
want them to do what they gonna do. You know. So it is.
But you know, if more about you know, fathers, you know, who have children, who are producing children out here. If more of you would step up to the plate and actually do the job that, you're supposed to do, our children would be ever so much more,
but let me tell you something.
thankful.
A lot more compared to back in the day to now. I see fathers stepping up a lot more than
Oh,
they
yeah.
used to.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
you ain't hear young men talking like that.
Not at all. That's
All
why
you hear
we
is what
can
they gonna do for
commend
them.
them.
So I'm gonna
Exactly.
be honest with you. I
You
must
know?
say,
Exactly.
young men of today are stepping up and being fathers way more than they was probably some years ago.
I think y'all ain't answer my question though. I asked him was he going there whatever, like if he was he'd get a lot of money for going to that show, where he go?
Wouldn't go.
He said
He said
he
no.
answered that. Yeah.
He said no, absolutely
no.
not.
I'll go.
Yeah, he said
I got
absolutely no.
and it's two different levels. See, I got a daughter and a son. You know what I mean? Shouts out to that. You know what I mean?
Congrats. New papa.
At the end of the day, look, man, it's hard out here struggling. And I would do it just for my kids too. It wouldn't be just for myself. You know what I mean? But it's hard out here struggling and stuff like that. And I want my kid to go do that with us. So all I gotta do is go on one little dumb show, and just to get money, so my son and my daughter can be happy. They can get anything, whatever, and get their own
That
business.
one
stuff
show
like
ain't gonna do that for you.
That
one show not gonna do all that for you.
No, I was asking if they was giving you money. That's what I was saying.
Well,
If
they do
was
give you money. Don't get me wrong. You do get paid for going on the show, but that one show is
But
you're not gonna be set for life.
No, you never
You
know.
gonna need
You never
to react or do some shit. So
No,
you
you never know if you can just go in there without they see your face and the person just like how you saw that guy on the corner. They like his voice and got him now on the football team, something like that. You know what I mean? So you never know what can happen when you go on the show. But it doesn't mean that you don't love your kids. You doing it for because if you got it, they should have it. You know what I mean? If they ain't got it, then something wrong. You know what I mean? God not gonna bless you. You know what I mean? Whatever. So you gonna be selfish.
Ain't that the truth? Don't take it.
But that's what I'm saying. It's two different points, whatever. But we still saying the same thing. It's for the kids, whatever. But it's two different. I got like different side story on that. You know what I mean? Like I would still do it though. You know what I mean?
And I wouldn't knock you, but I got 3. You know what I mean? And now I'm tell you this, and this is real talk. I have slept in a work car, a pickup truck this big. I'm 5'10". I gotta stretch out. I can't stretch out. I was living in my work truck for 3 months straight. I never quit because I knew my daughters needed that money. Now I don't like as far as that.
But you gotta make the money and really give them something. Some fathers make the money but ain't giving the kids.
And that's what I'm saying. Like
or
I'm telling
lose
you,
something thinking it's okay.
I will
really give them
sacrifice everything for my kids. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of decisions that I chose. My mother told me that day when I told her that I was sleeping in the car that she would have never did that. But I've watched my mother get 3 jobs at one time. So what I knew for a fact is this: as me seeing that, and she was getting paid $325 for the dental assistant. She was working 3 jobs, and my dad was gambling the money away. She still made sure that we had everything and that we didn't see her
Because
suffer.
that's what mothers do.
Dads do that too, but I'm gonna tell you, my mother would kill me if I was like, nah, I'm not taking care of my kids. She would have hung me just so she can get the life, you know what I mean, like the life coverage that I got on the policy, so she can give them my daughters. That's real tough. My mother's not having it. I wish I would tell them. I'm telling you, and that's the problem. Some of these mothers be letting their sons get away with that, taking the babies and all that, and they blame it on the baby mother like, oh, I have a crazy baby mother. But she cannot do nothing to get me out of my daughter's life, period.
That's right.
I don't care. And some people men my age don't want to put up with that because especially when they got a mother that's telling them they don't got to put up with that. So
I wouldn't say that.
it's different. Like
You do have some that will tell them
if you don't want to
ain't
put up with a chick, why fuck with her? You already know.
And
You ain't got to fuck with her. You ain't got to go get her pregnant. My thing is this: if you already know this ain't a chick you want, this ain't a chick you want to be with, you ain't gonna put up with her. Why get her pregnant?
And
You already know.
You said that, and most women is like that because it was once and then with me, with my son. Ain't like I ain't want to see my son nothing like that. I want like 3 or 4 days without seeing my son without. You know what I mean? No, not my baby mother. My mother got up on me without me and start fussing at me and stuff like that. You know, as a guy, you thinking like, would you shut up? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. But my mother, she made it. Actually got him, and you walked him out there, whatever, and you know, had my son right there. You know what I mean? So it is women out there like that. That mother will make sure that son will be there for that. You know, that
But
child.
don't get me wrong. As a mother, I can tell him that. But guess what? He gonna do what he really want to do.
And that's true. But
You
at the end of
understand
the
what I'm
day,
saying? But I did tell him, I'm like how your mother was. I was like that about my son. I mean, come on, you going? It's 4 days, you ain't see a child yet. Come on, man. But he gave me static with it for a while. I mean, for a little bit. But he wouldn't got his child. But if they ain't home and mommy ain't around and you choose to go a week without seeing your child,
right.
what can I really
and that's
do?
why I say what you said.
But in my
What you
mind-
said is true love because they do help kids love because now since that day and that was like last year or whatever.
Yeah, that was last year.
That was like last year or whatever. I don't go a whole week without seeing him. I always see him. I see my son probably more than my. You know what I mean? Like I always, you know, I never go a whole week, never go 4 days without.
And you know why? Because I had to
what
explain to my son. I said, let me tell you something. See, maybe daddy wasn't there all the time, but did mommy ever leave you? No, I ain't never leave y'all. Y'all ain't even never had fucking babysitters. So tell me why you can't be there for your child if I never even left you. And wait a minute, don't tell me that you worked. You know why? Cause I worked, came home cooked, helped with fucking homework, made sure you was together for school with 4 motherfucking kids. So you can't tell me that. Oh, I can't do it cause I work hard. So what? So what you work? You ain't been nothing to that woman ain't been doing for years. That little ass shit? Really?
And
When I watch my mother work from fucking 6 in the morning till 9 at night and still come home making sure our clothes was clean, our food was done.
Exactly.
I watched my mother do it, and then you hear another kid tell you, "Oh, I work, I couldn't do it, I need my rest." Hell no, you don't need no rest. You young and vibrant.
Yeah, but
the fuck?
like you see what I'm saying? No, you saw that as a child.
Damn right, and I didn't do it.
He's seen that too.
Damn right.
And his mentality is going to be the same one that you had.
I hope.
But you know, like a lot of young kids, like a lot of females that be having these babies because they think it's gonna keep a man, and they start acting stupid. Their mothers in the background letting them do that.
In the first place, they don't have a man. Let's just get that straight.
Yeah.
In the first place, you don't have a for real man. You have a little boy that's out here banging and that's another to add the notch to the
I wouldn't say that because some of them are trying to be young men. When I look at some of these young men, they really are growing up to be young men. Maybe they're not fully grown and gotten everything yet, but you can't get everything in one day.
You're not dealing with a man.
And you are still learning.
You are not dealing with a man.
So
you 15-year-olds, you 14, 15, 16-year-old girls out here that's dealing with 16, 17, 18-year-old boys. You are not dealing with
they are boys.
This is what I'm saying. They are not
men. But then if they get that proper word,
my man.
You know
what man? What man?
Like that.
What man? You ain't dealing with a man. You're not dealing with a man.
For as many days that me, him, your son, and my cousin, it's 15 other dudes that do the total opposite of us 4. So if it's 4 for 15, they got what? 60 over there compared to our 4? You can't. We're rare, and it's sad to say that, but that's the mentality. Everybody's.
Let me ask y'all something as dads. Y'all worked. Baby mom had the kids all week. When did she get a break? Do you come home and give her a break? Do you come home and say, "Let me take these kids because I know you need a break"? Or do you say, "Well, shit, I've been working all day too. Shit, I ain't got time for that. I don't go play ball."
What you mean? What's the schedule?
My thing, it ain't about the schedule.
It's not the
It's just that
schedule.
no matter what the schedule is, so what, you been at work all day, but you ain't spent no time with your kids all day.
And
that woman been home all day long with these motherfuckers. Do she get a break? Do y'all come home and say, "Babe, let me take these kids up off your hand because I know you tired," whether you with that baby mother or not? Do you spare her enough to say, let me just give them for a minute?
Now in the beginning because I had them when I was 16. No, because I was working, you know what I mean? Like I was working, so I felt as though I'm like, man, I'm working, you know what I mean? She used to always get mad at me for not helping her out. Now that my daughters are older, like, and I come home.
It's easy once they're older. Shit.
But I got a newborn, like, you know what I mean? Like I got a newborn, so a day, you know what I mean? Like anytime that she tells me, my fiance tells me she needs a break, fine, go ahead, have fun. I wouldn't have did that.
What about your baby mother?
She didn't have to tell you.
If she
you're not even with her, and that's fine that you're not with her. But what if she need a break? She done dealt with those kids all week.
If she need a break, she can call me and we can meet up, and I can come get them.
See, and that's why
I don't mind that.
And you would do that.
Yes.
That's why I think it's easy.
But don't go overboard. Like if you like, oh, I need a break, and then somebody called me and tell me they seen you out in the club, and you lied to me about you needing a break.
That is a break. What you mean she lied?
No, if you
that is a fucking break.
No.
If she went to the club because she needed to hang out. What she got to stay in the house because you took her over?
But keep it funky with me. Tell me that's what you're doing.
She gotta tell you that shit.
Come on.
She don't want to tell you that. She tell you shit. She don't tell you to come get your kids. I need a break. You know what? She do her break time is her own time. Cause all day long she ain't told you what the fuck to do.
Exactly.
Are you kidding me right now?
Come on now, we was all with you up until that.
That's why.
You can't tell this girl that wait on skip. You can't tell this chick she can have a break, but let me know. I'm gonna give you a break, but this is what you gonna do with the break. You gonna do this? What you gonna do? You gonna sit in this house and chill? That's your break. How the fuck? Who the fuck gonna do that? And I say I need a break, and I wanna go shake my ass in a club. That's what the fuck I do.
Exactly.
And like that, I mean,
Exactly.
I definitely respect it, but to me, like the club thing,
Come on, cause you're making me sweat.
You can go ahead and have drinks and all that, but don't go no OD and just be like, oh, I need a break. I'm tired. Like, don't. If you're tired, how do you go
doing that for the longest time? They're not even around.
Pack that shit and let them live with you and let your ass get a break.
Sit right on to you.
Pack that shit, let them live with you, and when the fuck you need a break, you call her and tell her you. But that's why. Guess what she tell you? Well, I tell you what, you just go into the store, go back to the house, sit down, chill, and that's your motherfucking break.
I'm not telling her that. I'm saying
you saying Nick Dye.
I'm saying that you can't. If you telling me I'm tired, going to the club.
So what?
So what?
So what? She tired of this motherfucker. She ain't tired of that.
But wait a minute. If you're not with her,
right?
Okay. First off, so she has those children 24/7. 24/7. Okay. That means that you see them when you see them.
Pretty much.
You get with them when you get with them. Okay. Now, if she ain't squawking about what you doing, and if she is squawking about what you doing, you still doing what you doing.
Right.
While she's still taking care of the babies. She's still taking care of them. So, she shouldn't have to be asked, well, or say, I need a break. It should be already evident. Male species have been getting a break all along. So what she do with her time?
Ain't not
if she decides she want to stand on her head. That's her business. That's her business.
But I think they deserve.
She does not have
to make babies and then leave them with the mother.
Exactly.
Because you work.
Like it nobody goes. That's the at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's always the woman's decision whether they're gonna have it or not.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
But it's your decision whether you wear a condom or not.
Right, and it's your decision to tell us to put a condom on.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. No, that ain't right. No, that sounds right. We don't have to tell you
listen what I'm saying. If you
took it out, I have to tell you to take it out.
Listen, if you know I'm going there raw and you don't want me to, then tell me to put a condom on. Because
if I want to, if you know you don't got 5 motherfucking kids and you know you don't want no more, why would you go in raw?
That don't make sense. You know what I mean? You can get pregnant with a condom on. You know, you condom can whatever. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is,
but what about
I'm playing both of us playing a partners love. But all I'm saying is, it's easier when you give your girl a set day when you going to get your kid. Me, I got my son to do weekends and I see him on Wednesday. So Wednesday and I got to do the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Now if she come on Monday saying she need a break, I'm not giving it to her because I get my kid on Wednesday. You know what I mean? So that's why you should give her a set day.
I don't know about that. Like, even if I get them on a set day.
Let me tell you something. If your baby mama call you and tell you she seriously need a break and you feel like because that day you shouldn't get them, pose that's the day that she losing her mind. Pose that's the day that she might kill these little motherfuckers and because you feel like, oh no, I get them on Mondays. I ain't getting them today. I'm not.
I understand where you're coming from, but in the same breath, like, if I had them for those days and she called me and was like, listen, like, because I know when she's serious, she called me by my middle name. So when she say that, I listen in more, and I'm
very good. You're more perceptive. Very good.
She be
more perceptive.
And she be like, "What you do? What you doing?" Like, it's one thing to let her. Like, it's one thing to be like, "Oh, I'm tired. I'm rolling." Fine, do that. You can do that. But what I'm saying is this: don't go out and like, I don't know. To me, it's just
you cannot say don't because they're not. We females can say don't all day, all night until you're blue in the face. Is that not correct?
Now,
and what you do it anyway.
If a woman say they need a break, I don't care what they do. They just might need a break. I don't care. They want to go out and shop, so they need a break.
Right.
But if I have them on my days. And now you already have a break, so you can go out and shop. No, you wait till I get my son. And even if you about to blow your mind, stuff like that. Okay, you just had a baby, grow up.
So is it fair? Is it fair that if you're not with the mother, you share the days? If she allow you to, you share just as many days as she has.
Just as many?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, I should have just as many.
So then, why you only got 3 days and she got to have the whole 5?
Who got 3?
7.
Who only got? No.
You said you had 3 days. Why you got 3 and she
No,
only got 7?
I got Wednesday as 1. I got Friday 2, Saturday and Sunday. I got 4.
Okay, how many days she got?
She got Monday, Thursday, Monday.
Actually, she has.
That's 3.
I have 4 all night. You just got 4 for the day.
Oh, now on Wednesday, I don't because I have to go to work. See, the difference between us two, love it, I got a job, she don't. You know what I mean? I'm bringing that money and she not. So on Wednesday, no, he don't spend the night with her, but he was stay with me. Like,
Wait a minute. What's the money on the money? Wait a minute. You said you bringing that money in. Wait a minute. What does that mean?
Now when her hands off the girl, bring that money in. You know what I'm
You ain't making money. The thing is, the money, just because you're making money don't mean you're giving it her a goddamn thing.
Now, that's a poor example. That's a poor example.
That's a poor example. When I hit him with that Wednesday, I had him the whole night with her until, you know what I mean, I had him the whole night with her. All he gonna be doing is going to sleep in the house because I gotta work the next day. Bam! So it's like I had him the whole day for all he doing is going to sleep at the house, whatever.
He's still
on the weekend. Don't matter. On the weekend, she ain't having nothing to do. I do is put him in the bed. Bam! You know what I mean? You like you can't you know what I mean? Like and then on that weekend, I got him the whole weekend. So it's like
on the overall, she has.
Oh no, some fathers doing more than that.
On the overall, she has.
We used to say most fathers don't do that. Not no more. My son father got him every day.
Right. Hold on.
So that's different.
It's a lot of fathers out there that's not doing that.
And don't get me wrong, it was once upon a time he wasn't, but I changed that shit. So now my son father has him every day. So yeah, I can say we equally share. Look, damn it. We equally share the time. Is what we do.
Yeah, you get him every day.
Because I get him every day too. He comes here to me, but he comes to me every day.
I'm saying,
every goddamn day. Fuck that. We ain't together. But Dan got his ass every day, and guess what? And then make sure he has what he needs. You can't just get paid to do you, and then say I'm making the money, because all you making the money for is yourself, for real. If that's what you're doing, you got to do them too.
And because you do have a job, don't think that what she does or is so non-important because she's not working at that.
Right, it's a job. Take kids all day.
When she do get a job, and when she do take care of the babies too, all the way around the board, then what you have to say?
Right, when she start working and gotta come home and take care of the kids. Then
that means we both equal because I'm doing the same exact thing.
No, you're not, because not every day that you had to go home to those kids, but she gotta go home to them every day.
Listen. At the end of the day, you can't compare a mother to a father. They not. A mother is supposed to take a little bit more responsibilities as a mother.
No.
You know what I mean? Now, unless the mother's not there, you know what I mean? Unless the mother's on drugs or whatever, and she just out the mind, then yes, the father should step up and just do everything. You know what I mean? Whatever. But if you're the mother, you're supposed to, you take a little bit more responsibility. You're not supposed to be, because the guy's supposed to make that money. Don't no guy here feel comfortable when
they make money too, baby.
You know what I mean?
Women make money
do whatever. But when women get pregnant, what they got to do? They got to stay home after they have the baby, right? So
and that's like 2 months.
Right. So you gotta stay home for a few days, whatever. But while you stay home, if the guy ain't making the money, your baby father, man, who bringing in the money?
More than likely,
if he making money, they ain't giving you shit. Who's still bringing in the money? If he making money, just buying a couple things.
Now,
still don't matter.
Now, a guy don't have to give his baby mother nothing. He don't have to. All he gotta do is feed his child with it. He don't have to give the baby.
He gonna even do it.
It's his choice.
It's his choice. It's his law.
No. Because even if the law says you take care of your child, you can't go and say take a guy downtown.
Say it again.
If you're taking care of your child, you can't take a guy downtown without a girl can't.
If the mother has the children living with her, she can take the father downtown.
But if you're taking care of them and everything like that,
it don't matter. It don't matter. Even if you're taking care of them, it don't matter.
A guy might
please.
Right, with John exactly, that's so true. My biggest thing is one outfit every now and then. That don't take
my biggest thing is it
costs to take care of a fucking child.
No, it don't cost nothing. Time is everything.
It don't cost nothing. Time is everything. Where can you have a kid and it don't cost you nothing? Because I have a lot of them motherfuckers.
Listen.
Where they do that?
Us guys can sit here and say that a lot of our fathers want to just give us and leave. All we wanted is time for our fathers. That's it.
Why only thing you want to do is
money. Let's not be ridiculous. Let's not be ridiculous.
That's all they want from their father. Why the fuck they want so much from their mother? Why the fuck you want so much from your mother? If all you want is your father time, how about this? I I give you my time, daddy give you his time, and you ain't got shit.
It's just like if we
don't eat. You don't get no shoes. You don't get no clothes. We give you time.
It's the same thing. Just like I'm with my father. We were about the mother time too. When we have our mother, it's all about time. And you don't have money. You don't have to have money just to satisfy your kid.
No, but you gotta take care of them with money.
That's true. But you have time though. Like that's all a kid wants.
I asked my baby mother, I was like this, look, we can split the year in half. You know what I mean? It's 356 days. Let's split it in half. You know what she told me?
356 days?
365, I'm sorry,
There
I
you
got dyslexia. I asked her to split up the year. I mean, I asked her to split it up so that we can have them equally. She told me no. She said she wasn't comfortable with letting them be over there all the time because she thought she would miss out on something. Sometimes females do, like, how you can't have it two ways.
Yeah, when you have it like that, when you got one saying it, that's different. But if you got one saying, you can have these motherfuckers just as much as I got them,
that's what
go ahead and do it.
She wasn't
go ahead and do it.
Like, and that's my whole thing. That's why I'm kind of a little bit hard on her when she say I need a break. Because when I was offering you that break, you know what I mean, to understand what you're going through, if we splitting up the whole year and I'm still taking care of everything, I wasn't even asking for no money. I wasn't asking for no money. I wasn't asking for no clothes.
What's living with you?
I asked her for that.
You that.
No, like I asked her for that. If they can stay, they can live with me during the. She didn't want that. She said she felt uncomfortable.
Well, mothers shouldn't do that. Mommy shouldn't do that now.
They
shouldn't, because some fathers are really stepping up to the plate, and if they are, let them. Don't sit there and say no when you really know you want that. It's the best thing I've ever done. It's the best thing I've ever done was let my son spend just as much time with me and with his father as he do with me. And it's the best thing I've ever done. And I pray that make my son a better one, because my oldest kids didn't get a chance to be with their father as much, and so maybe this will help my other son be a tad bit different than my other ones. And because he's with his father on a regular.
Right. And the main thing is all the kid wanted was time. It wasn't about get by, let's go shopping and all that.
It was
time. That's all.
It's
That's
an amazing thing that with mommy it's about shopping, get me tennis, and if you don't, I'm gonna cry.
Exactly.
Because the reason why it's just about time, because we always know the father's gonna come there and always leave.
Right. Mommy ain't going nowhere.
It would be the other way around. It just be if we had a father and the mother wasn't there and she always come and leave it, we would just be begging for our time. So it's not just because of the mother. It's not just on one side. It's both sides. And the father's always got a chance to just leave and stuff like that. Don't be there or whatever. So you know what I mean. That's
so
why
my thing is I'm gonna make a topic I've asked you. So when you sit there and you know that you have that kind of father that have a tendency of getting up, doing his thing and leaving, would that make you be that kind of a father, or would you be something different? Or do you follow that father's footsteps, knowing your father did the same shit to you, knowing your father didn't give you much time, but then you
that should give you a motivation to be a different person.
It really should.
It depends, because like negativity spreads faster than something that's positive.
And then it's like also too, my question is, what considers taking care of a child? You Pampers, wet wipes, does that take care of a child? What did you see the child ate all day long? Did y'all feed him? Did you go buy him some food? When mommy went to McDonald's, who worked for that? Who paid for that? You know, did you? Do you think that wet wipes and Pampers and an outfit now and then, and a pair of shoes now and then, do you really think that takes care of a kid? It takes monthly money to take care of a kid. Monthly money. Not whenever you decide you want to do it. Not whenever you decide you're ready to get that child.
It's a daily thing.
It's a daily fucking thing to take care of kids all the time. It ain't when you decide. So you ain't slinging it on money for real if you're just doing it whenever you want. And you ain't really bringing in no money.
It's a daily thing, but that's if you got it like that. If you ain't got it like that, you gotta do what you can.
That's true. You do what you can, but it's a daily thing that they gotta eat. What you gonna say, baby? I can't feed you that. I do what I can.
Now,
you gonna say, I'm gonna make sure you eat that.
Now, buying the pair of tennis shoes and getting something to eat, that's totally different things. That's what we talking about. You know.
No, I'm saying, does that count for taking care of your child?
That's why
because us as mothers, we do shit on a regular basis. So I'm trying to say that when you a father and you don't live with a kid, and you just say, I'm gonna buy Pampers because she need Pampers and a thing. Let's say Pampers and wet wipes, and then next 3 weeks I'll get them a pair of tennis and an outfit. Because that's taking care of a child. That's not taking care of a child. That's not taking care of a child. How the fuck is that considered taking care of a child when that child needs you? That child needs. They only
24/7.
No, listen. ain't taking no motherfucking jail. That's just acting like you doing something.
To me,
that's when you do it. Acting like you do.
To me, listen. To me, now if you in the midst of you saying all that, you bound this, nothing all that. If you make a minimum wage, you ain't got like that, and you bound like that, whatever, and you saying your son, even though you ain't bound, every little thing.
If you buy yourself, but you had money to buy them.
I'm saying,
if you work it,
I'm saying you shouldn't be by yourself, whatever. But yes, you do gotta keep yourself up. You know,
you gotta keep yourself up. But they come first.
And you don't look better than what you look.
That's right.
That's another thing, though. I'm telling you, real talk.
Your child should always look better than you. Your child's feet should be more cleaner than your feet. Your child's clothes should be cleaner than your clothes. If you fresher than your child, then how the fuck is that taking care of your child?
Especially if you're a man, because I'm gonna tell you, like, for every pair of shoes that I bought, I made sure I spent double that on my daughter.
Damn right.
You know what I mean?
Damn right.
Because I didn't.
If you go and spend $200 and $300 and $400 on your children.
And that's the
problem. Why won't you take your child to buy? Don't buy one pair, buy two pair.
And that's the problem, because sometimes like the dude that make minimum wage, like they give Pampers here and there, will still go buy them $200 shoes.
Damn right.
The mentality of the young kids that need to change.
Yeah.
Because they be sitting on the bus stop these $200 sneakers, but you're on the bus. Like,
tell me about it.
Yeah, right. I'm not rocking that way at all.
Damn right.
Like, I bargain shop and all that. Like, you know what I mean?
You're right. You're on. And you have to.
Well, me personally, I got like $600 pair of shoes in the house with us. All my shoes was $200 and nothing more.
Do your son have that many?
And I'm on the and I'm on the bus.
And he
my
need more than
and I'm on the bus. My last son shoes or whatever I brought home was $100 and something whatever, but mine was just $200.
But see, that's
you know what I mean. And I'm on the bus, but if I ain't got it, I ain't tripping. If I ain't got a car and I'm getting on the bus, that's just how I'm rocking. I'm getting on the bus. You know what I mean?
Like that's the mentality.
I only gotta buy my son double to make me a good father. You know what I mean? I'm a good father regardless.
It's a problem when you still it's a problem when either you staying at home or you live in the Section 8 and you buying $200 pair of shoes. You see what I'm saying? Like, it don't click.
It don't work.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you go down to downtown and tell them that you need an apartment based on your income, and you paying $17 a month, and you living on the block where they be shooting dope and all that, and you come outside with the Gucci, the Prada and all that, you're a dumbass. And I'm sorry, and don't take offense to that. But to me, I see a dumbass because if you can spend $200 and your bills is your rent is $17 or something,
and you can't,
you don't got no money,
and you
got $200 shoes, you're a dumb ass.
You deserve what you got.
I don't mean no harm though, but if I had a lot of money and I only had to spend $17 and I got like $400 left over by me $200 shoes, my son $100 shoes, I'm keeping it like that. I
respect that. That's the messed up mentality. That's the messed up mentality.
Everybody got it. You know what I mean? Everybody got it.
That's the messed up.
Oh my God, y'all, let's wrap this thing up. We almost in 2 hours. Yeah, y'all some time. We was a little bit late, but we done gave it to you. So you guys, we gonna wrap this thing up.
It's a little bit fast. It's almost.
You know where to find me.
12.
And yeah, we up out of here, baby. Almost real talk, the good, the bad, and the ugly. I'm your host, Chandelier. See you next Tuesday, same time, same place.
Bye.